Today, what we see that in the name of history, there is nothing but manipulation. Real events have been suppressed, and the fabricated one have been put on the surface, which means they are floating. People consider it as the reality, and they are willing to take and give their lives to. But apart from this, one more problem that is affiliated with history is that when it becomes a tool of politicians to play politics, then it becomes even more tyrannical force. We don't know as a part of civilizations, but history being used as political tool suppress the reality and deny people their rights. Secondly, it also deviates a large section of people from realizing the existence reality. For example, today in India, we learn a lot about history, and history in specific what we learn about culture. So when the state becomes the patron of the culture, then the culture becomes a dominating force to run a society. I'm not saying that culture cannot be associated with a particular civilizations. After all, it's always an identity of that civilization. But what goes wrong when we use culture to suppress the real-time issues? Then it becomes even more problematic. I mean, thus we can say it begins the very journey towards a complete downfall, a disintegration of a particular civilization. This happened with many civilizations. Even the Ottoman Empire faced the same issue. Czechoslovakia also faced the same issues. And this all happened just because of the misuse of the history. I always want that we must read history as a subject and not as something which really hits our emotions. Because the version given in the history is not always real, but hyper reality version of it. We understand these hyper reality versions affect the minds of the people. It gives them unique identity of a particular event, and therefore it becomes a subject for no compromise. And this is what is happening now. So in the name of culture, what we usually do that we are not willing to have a discussions on real time issues. We are not interested in talking about issues such as pollution, such as unemployment, because this culture has taken us to some other direction. So we are not ready to compromise with this cultural identity, but we are always ready to what happened to us when it comes